Hello, in this lecture I will try to answer on two questions. The first question is how the universe was created, and the second question is if the universe was created from nothing, then who created nothing? First of all, I will explain several concepts. What is quantum fluctuation? In quantum physics, a quantum fluctuation, also known as a vacuum state fluctuation or vacuum fluctuation, is the temporary random change in the amount of energy in a point in space as prescribed by Werner Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. How do quantum fluctuations happen? According to quantum mechanics, a vacuum isn't empty at all. It's actually filled with quantum energy and particles that blink in and out of existence for a fleeting moment, strange signals that are known as quantum fluctuations. The law of conservation of energy states that the total energy of an isolated system cannot change. The zero energy universe hypothesis states that the amount of energy in the universe minus the amount of gravity is exactly zero. Or you can say E minus G equals to zero. It is total energy in the universe minus G, that is total gravity in the universe, equals to zero, and that is zero energy universe, that also defined as nothing. In this kind of universe, matter could be created from nothing through a vacuum fluctuations or vacuum fluctuations, assuming such a zero energy universe already is nothing. So zero energy universe is defined as nothing. Such a universe would need to be flat, a state which doesn't contradict current observations that the universe is flat with 0.5% margin of error. Some physicists such as Lawrence Krauss, Stephen Hawking, and Michio Kaku defined nothing as an unstable quantum vacuum that contains no particles. Philosopher David Albert has criticized Krauss for this, pointing out that his definition of nothing presupposes the existence of quantum fields obeying particular laws of physics, and there is no any evidence that those quantum fields actually exist. According to Albert, Krauss has nothing whatsoever to say on the subject of where those fields came from, or of why the world should have consisted of the particular kinds of fields it does, or why it should have consisted of fields at all, or why there should have been a world in the first place. Period, case closed, end of story. Krauss responded that he doesn't give a damn about what nothing means to philosophers. He cares about the nothing of reality, and called Albert a moronic philosopher. Now I will answer on the question of how the universe was created. quantum mechanics proposes that pairs of virtual particles are being created from quantum fluctuations in this empty space all the time. If these pairs don't mutually annihilate right away, they could be detected as real particles. For example, if one falls into a black hole and the other particle and its opposite is emitted as Hawking radiation. That is the way that real particles can be created. Alexander Vilenkin defines nothing as a state with no classical space-time. In conclusion, the answer to the second question, who created nothing, is that nothing always existed as vacuum fluctuations. That is, the temporary random change in the amount of energy in a point in space, as prescribed by Werner Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Because a vacuum isn't empty at all, it's actually filled with quantum energy and particles that blink in and out of existence for a fleeting moment. Strange signals that are known as quantum fluctuations. So the universe was created from quantum fluctuations that are also defined as nothing. Those quantum fluctuations can create virtual particles, and virtual particles can create real particles. Actually, you can create a virtual particles. From that virtual particles, real particles can be created. And from that real particles, can create a matter, or a matter can be created from real particles. And that matter is actually our universe. Okay, thank you very much.